I gave you a more in-depth view of the Claas 8800 pre-series, so here we go. Alright, so you got your joystick here, auger, unloading, your reel, the header, all that. You have a little start button here which brings up this, and then you can flip through that with these guys. And then if I do want to toggle anything, it's with the back one over here. So you can also do your stars and everything like that, your favorites, through this little dial here. Then we've got some audio stuff here, phone call. Of course, this is your machine and the header. Slow reverse here and a slow forwards. Got a park brake here. This doesn't have an automatic park system, so you don't really need to engage it. It will ask every now and again to engage it, just so I think it can calibrate itself. And then we have here your gears going up and down. You got your hopper open and closed. This little quick thing here, so you can change your sieves, your rotor, the fans. And you've got a little side pocket here. The top portion here, you got your lights, climate control, radio. I built this radio in, and then here's your windshield wipers, road mode, 4 ways, and your mirror adjustments. You also have blinds for the sides, the front, the other side, as well as wipers on both sides and the front, of course. One is more like travel mode, so as soon as I put it into road mode, it'll automatically switch to this screen. So I put my rear camera in here. You can see the Claas is behind me. So there is a lot on this page, but it does make sense. So first off, we have wheat for the crop, and the 17.5% is the instant moisture. It is a little bit wet here, hence I'm not driving very fast. There you have all your settings. This is your straw moisture, and I believe this is how many feet you would have to drive until the tank, your grain tank, is full. Grain camera here. That's just showing the grain that's going into the tank, and it'll actually highlight the ones that is not correct. CMOS is on. I have all of these on automatic. This is your header where it is right now, so I have it on float, and it's at the higher setting right now. This is the grain quality camera, so I could make it a little bit bigger like that. And then this is my rear camera, which at the moment isn't very helpful, but it can be very helpful to whenever you're reversing and also hooking up the header trailer. So we just finished up this field, so just unloading, and while we're doing that, I'll show a little bit more about what's going on here. So this is the engine load, then we have broken grain, material other than the grain, sieve loss, rotor loss, and your returns. And then on this star menu, you have different options. Right now, a couple of them are grayed out because, you know, the header isn't running. But you got your reel speed, this is your tilt. You have the auger, you can actually tilt in and out, so towards me or away from me. Then this is just the header height, tilt of the feeder house, and then the tilt of the header itself, so that's A, B, C, D right there. And if we go out of that, then there's our menu that we can go to different settings here. Click on the grain tank, and I wanted to tell CMOS that, you know, there's too much broken grain. I can go into the automatic and change the optimization strategy, whichever way I want here. CMOS, and tell them that the grain cracking is too much, and it will give me ideas on what it wants to do. And so on the right side we have our different settings. So for example, our header, how big it is, and the lowering speed, the drive, steering. We have dynamic steering, so basically you have to turn the wheel less to turn, and you can change that in here. The machine, so what it has right now, the threshing system, you know, the chopper, if I can put it into road mode, automatic. Then we have an actual CMOS button here. Then we have our crops, so you can save the different crops. So I've just saved a couple of them, like wheat, CPS, hard red, just the ones that I like. Or you can just choose what it has, so I could choose cleaning by blowing or wheat, rye, and then you basically let that play and it will set the machine to those settings. These bars turn gray, that means it's learning. So you can also see a little symbol there on the part where it's learning. So So on the side here, we've got a little bit more storage space. We got this little water bottle holder that comes out. This is the fridge. Very important feature in this Claas Combine is the foot pegs. Very happy about those. See, obviously I have a John Deere display in a Claas Combine. I have a CRG receiver on the roof. That's from Egra GPS. And with that, I get RTK guidance. So that's under 2 centimeters accuracy. And that's year to year. So I can come back, you know, for seeding or spraying. But even with the Combine, it's awesome just being so accurate. And that's what we use on all of our machines on the farm. Other values here is the instant bushels per acre, the average, moisture. The instant moisture is also here, so that coordinates to that one over there. The light blue is the other combines. So there's another combine. There's also a John Deere combine around here somewhere. Auger is tilted forward more than the last one. I'm not sure by how many degrees, but basically so you don't have to lean over as much to see it. It also unloads incredibly quick. So it's a really nice system here. You can also tilt the auger spout towards or away from you. And that is done over the star menu. So if I chose from the star, like my favorites, and if I press that, it would automatically go to the auger spout, and then I can toggle that to or away from me. For the tilt of the header, so you have the tilt of the feeder house, that is this one, and then this is the tilt of my header. The header is a MacDon, so if I want to tilt the header, if I go down on that one, I toggle this back switch with the real front and back switch, so that's how I'm going to move that cylinder over there.